What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Sinister. I'm sitting out here in Arizona, sitting with another dark side rider of mine, another brother. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, but before we start this video, first of all, I want to say big shout outs to everybody out there that's working on their goals and their dreams to have a better life. And I know a lot of times I do video and I'm talking about, we eating good, we ride around, we getting there, and we getting the miles. But I'm gonna start something different now, going into 2017. I'm gonna start letting everybody I catch up with tell a lot of y'all that's sitting home, that's going through the struggle right now, their trials and tribulations, and then after they tell you their trials and tribulations and how they struggled and the things they had to do to get to where he's at, where I'm at. Y'all know my story, but I want other people to tell their story. So y'all that's sitting home, that's struggling, y'all don't feel like y'all by yourselves. So go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody.
My name is Denelle. I'm on the reefer side here at Knight. My truck, I call it the Gray Bandit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's me right there. Some of y'all in TeamRG, y'all already see me. I'm all over the place.
Yep.
And I'm here. I'm doing things here, big things here at Knight.
So what was some of the trials and tribulations? What was some of your struggles that you went through just to get right here?
Man,
Where did it start from? Where was you working before you decided to get in the trucking? What made you get in the trucking?
This started probably about 2013. I was living in Georgia. I was working at a lottery factory, making scratch off lottery tickets. 12 hours at night, 6 to 6.
Woo.
3 on, 4 off, 4 on, 3 off. So, and I just got the idea one day. I was like, man, I got to do something better. I can't keep doing this because I can't keep working for that man right there, and I'm not bringing nothing home, or what I'm bringing home is barely taking care of anything.
Right. What was you bringing home?
I was bringing home 800 every 2 weeks.
Okay.
And, you know what I'm saying, I had the apartment. I had my stepdaughter, my girlfriend, you know what I'm saying, and we had the apartment, and we were struggling.
Right. So was you the only one working?
Nah, I wasn't the only one working. My girlfriend was going to school.
Okay.
She was going to school to be a teacher.
So she was up, right. So she's focusing on school, right?
Right. And I just, you know what I'm saying, I couldn't take it no more. I kept trying, and you know what I'm saying, the bills were stacking up, you know what I'm saying, and I just couldn't take it no more. So I was like, look, I'm about to go do trucking. Somebody told me, look, this is the best thing you can do is to go get go to trucking.
Right.
So one of my mans put me on. He said, look, go to Central. I started out going to Central, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And back then, all you had to do was, you know what I'm saying, all you needed was a license. You just get on the bus, go out to Salt Lake City. Once you go out to Salt Lake City, all you do from there is you get your permit there, you know what I'm saying, get your CDL, get out with your trainer.
Right.
You out. I was out there. I couldn't pass my permit. Whether you want to call it nerves, you know what I'm saying, whatever you want to call it, I couldn't get it done. So had to get back on the bus, go back to Atlanta.
So where was that at, where you took the trainer?
Salt Lake City.
And you had to go all the way back to Atlanta?
Yeah, all the way, 48 hours on that Greyhound, all the way back to Atlanta. Yeah, all the way back to Atlanta.
From Salt Lake City all the way back to Atlanta.
48 hours.
On Greyhound?
Yeah.
Uncomfortable. You hear me? Uncomfortable. But I'm going to let him finish that. I just wanted to stress that. Uncomfortable.
Oh, man. Got off the bus. You know how it is, you know what I'm saying? You're disappointed. Your family members is looking at you like, man, you quit a job to go all the way out here. You came back. You don't have no CDLs. You ain't got no money. You ain't got no job. You ain't got no car. What is you going to do? And I stuck it out. You know what I'm saying? Me and my girlfriend, we stuck it out. Shared the car. We, you know what I'm saying, to make sure we can get it done. And I was going back and forth to this job. I was working at a paper mill in Georgia, up in North Georgia.
Right.
Bringing home another 8 every 2 weeks. Still trying to make it work. Had my son, 2014. I had my son November 14th. And so then again, you know what I'm saying, there I am, you know what I'm saying, me, my girlfriend, her daughter, my son, we trying to, you know what I'm saying, make everything work.
Right.
And once again, now I got a newborn and we're trying to stay afloat, and we just couldn't do it. But in the back of my head, I knew I wanted to be trucking. I didn't want to be working this job, working at this factory where the only way you can get overtime is if you come in and clean the floors, or if you come in and shine up this or you shine up that for a president that don't ever come. You know what I'm saying? Promising stuff that don't ever get there. You know what I'm saying? And I was working overnight. I was working, I want to say that was another 7 to 7, I believe. 3 on, 2 on, 2 on, 3 off.
Right.
So it was another crazy ass schedule, and I'm missing time at the house because I'm trying to work overtime, and it just wasn't adding up to me.
Right.
So I said, all right, look, this is not gonna work. So I gave it all up. I sold my car to my brother. You know what I'm saying? I said, look, I'm gonna get my CDL. So what I did was I got up one day, and I don't know what it was. It was just something that was stuck.
You made that conscious decision.
Right. Yeah. It was just something that was there. It was like, look, today is gonna be the day. And I drove myself up to the DMV, signed in to take the permit, signed in. I passed it with flying colors all 3 times on the first time.
Right.
Passed it with flying colors. I said, yeah, I'm in there now. I got my permit. If I don't have nothing else, I got the permit. At least I got that much. First thing I did was, you know what I'm saying, I called Swift. That's when, because Swift took over Central in Salt Lake City again. Mm-hmm. So another 48 hours on the bus. Hopped on the bus.
Well, so wait, you went back to you?
Yeah, went back to Salt Lake City to the same terminal they sent me out.
On Greyhound?
Yeah, on Greyhound, yeah.
Uncomfortable.
went back to Salt Lake City. You know what I'm saying? This time though, I had the permit, so I knew I was at least halfway there. At least I'm halfway there this time.
Right.
So, and I don't know if anybody's ever been to Salt Lake City, but Salt Lake City is the weather is very cold around February, March, April, May. Is very up and down.
You out there in that open field.
And
you standing there, you waiting for the next person to get out the truck so you can get in the truck to work, to do your maneuver.
And it was cold. But man, we was out there, we made it work. We were practicing backing, shifting, parallel and 45 and, you know what I'm saying, offsetting. But we was out there and we got it in and we kept on doing it till we got it.
Now, when you was there a group of other drivers there that you clicked with and y'all just, you know, because when I was at Truck School, you know, you just had that clique of drivers you just click with and y'all just like, yo, we got to get this. Yeah. You know, y'all all went out, when y'all went out on the driving, out on the road, there was maybe 3 of y'all in the back and then the instructor and then the driver.
Yeah, it was a group.
What was y'all mindset at that time?
I mean, we was on our 50 Cent. We was on our, we got to get it or die trying. We was out there to get it.
There you go.
And we was out there, and I still talk to them. I still talk to them boys nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We still talk, even though I'm here at night. But if I have questions, I call them over there at Swift, and I'm like, look, man, I got this question. How would you do this or how would you do that? And they call me if they have questions. But you know what I'm saying? We still stay in contact. And I look at them people, man, and I remember, man, we was out there in that hotel, man, because we didn't have money. You know what I'm saying? We was out there. We didn't have no money.
How did y'all eat? You know, like you said, you ain't have no money. Did y'all chip in? Did y'all split the food bill?
Yeah.
Like, how did you?
We chip in. I remember one Saturday we was out there, we had a barbecue, and we all put in money. We all went to Walmart, and if you ever been to them, you know how they go with the shuttles. You gotta wait for the shuttle. They want to go to Walmart.
Right.
So we got the shuttle. We went to Walmart, got on that shuttle, got food. We all chipped in, went back to the crib, and we just barbecued. A crazy amount of meat so that we could have food and stuff like that. And we was in there, and you know what I'm saying? We was in there making I mean, you might know, but we was in there making the grilled cheese with the irons, or you know what I'm saying? I'm making burgers with the irons, trying to flatten it out.
There you go. I was going to tell you, what you mean with the iron? He actually, the iron.
We was in there though, but we made it work.
With the aluminum foil?
Yeah, you know, you fold it up like that, you put the foil right here, and then you fold it up.
And then you get the clothes on?
Yeah. You just hold it on there until it work out.
Is the struggle real, y'all? Y'all feel it? Do you realize that the struggle is real? No matter where you come from, the struggle is the struggle. The struggle is real. Grilled cheese with the iron.
Yeah.
You know, the one that make the clothes flat, the iron. Okay, I don't think I need shit. So go ahead, man. Knock them. Hit them us out there having some more of that struggle.
But we was out there, man, and we made it work though, man. I mean, ramen noodles, we had to do what we had to do to eat, and we all shared. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't have, you know what I'm saying, this dude was right here. Yo, take this, go get you a hot dog, or yo, take this, go get you that.
Right.
Because we wanted to all make sure we ate, because we all knew we had the same goal, which was to get that CDL. No matter if we didn't stay at Swift, went to Swift, or whatever, or whatever happened, we all had the same goal, and we all took care of each other. You know, and that was just the way it was. Got my CDL, had some nonsense with Swift, so I had to go back to the house. Went back to
all right, so where was Swift at when you went, before you went back to the house? Salt Lake.
Right, Salt Lake.
Okay. So wait, you went back to Atlanta?
48 hours.
On the Greyhound?
Back to Atlanta on the Greyhound.
I'm comfortable. So wait, so for all of y'all watching the video, from Atlanta to Salt Lake the first time.
Right, 48 hours.
Nerves or whatever, didn't pass the test. From Salt Lake back to Atlanta.
48 hours.
48 hours. Got the permit.
Right.
Back on Greyhound. All the way back to Salt Lake.
Right. With the mindset we're not getting back
48
on the
hours.
Right.
48 hours.
Right, 48 hours.
Then you had to go back from Salt Lake
City back to Atlanta.
So if that ain't on Greyhound,
or Greyhound,
uncomfortable. The struggle is real, but what made you say, I don't care if I take this bus 50,000 times, I'm gonna get this?
I wanted my CDL. I wanted the money. I wanted the next level. I wanted to be here and not here. So I was like, no matter what I gotta do, I'm gonna do it until I get it.
Yo, some people is not going to ride that Greyhound uncomfortable that many times.
Until I got it.
4 trips. Was that the last trip?
That was the last trip. When I had
4
my CDL,
times.
When I had my CDL on my way back to Atlanta, that was the last trip.
And let me tell y'all something. Greyhound does not go from Salt Lake straight to Atlanta. No. It'll go from Salt Lake, then it might hit somewhere down New Mexico, then go up to Oklahoma, then down to Texas.
Right.
You'll never go straight like that.
No.
48 hours.
48 hours. Yep.
Now, you had your son at that time, right?
Right, I had my son, yeah.
So, you got wifey at home, you got your son, you had your stepdaughter.
Right.
You like, yo.
I gotta get it.
Then you out there at truck school. You ain't have no laptop because you was popped.
Right.
You ain't really have no money for food.
Nope.
You was popped.
Right.
You had to eat grilled cheese sandwich with the hotel's iron.
Right.
The struggle is real. The struggle is real.
But I got my CDL now. And now I drive a Great Bandit for Knight Refrigerated. And I'm eating.
Now that you got out of that situation, now wait, before I get to that, when you backed up on the bills, what was backed up? The rent, Con Edison, cell phone, car note?
Rent was backed up. I mean,
was it a month backed up, 2 months backed up?
It was backed up, but it was backed up to where, okay, I got this check pays rent. That was it. Then it was struggling, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Then the next month rent come in.
Right, then the next month come in, but you know what I'm saying? So it was always behind, You know what I'm saying? And we just had to figure it out. Light bills always off, and you know what I'm saying? Me and my girl, we split up for a while because we figured we couldn't do it together, so we was gonna have to split up for a while.
Right.
So,
See, y'all. You see, going for success, the things that you have to go through, you're gonna go through those things because that's what makes you stronger. Y'all broke up.
yeah.
So the lights was off?
Lights was off.
Lights was off.
Lights was off.
48-hour bus ride on Greyhound. Uncomfortable. At the school, grilled cheese with the iron. It broke. What else?
I mean, name it. I mean, sleeping on the floor at the apartment, no beds. You know what I'm saying? It's cold.
No
heat.
bed?
You know what
You
I'm
ain't
saying?
have no heat?
No heat.
No bed? No heat?
Nah, I mean, you from up top, but I'm from the South, or I'm not from the South, but Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, it dropped down to 20s, and, you know, and in the wintertime, it dropped down, so it was cold.
No bed, no
bed,
heat,
no heat.
flow.
Just on the floor. Cold.
In that order.
Right. Sleeping in the car at the Kroger, at the gas station, because, you know what I'm saying, you keep it heated up there, but, you know what I'm saying, you go back to the house when the sun is out, it's a little bit more heated, you know what I'm saying? And so that was what I went through just to get what I wanted.
So that was just you by yourself at that time?
That was just me by myself at that time.
Hey, okay.
So, and you know what I'm saying, because I wouldn't put my son in that position because of...
And wifey in that position.
Right, so I told him, like, look, just go stay with your moms or do what you got to do. I'll figure it out from here. And sure enough, you know what I'm saying, I got my CDL and here I am, you know what I mean? And
Yo.
Hey, man.
Now what's the goal?
Now
that you came out of that, what's your mentality now that you like, okay, now I got the license, I'm at a good company, now where we at?
Mindset, I'm a stronger individual. I remember where I came from. I remember, you know what I'm saying, that 48-hour bus trips. I remember all of that stuff. So now I was like,
no
you know
heat.
What I'm saying? I gotta eat.
On the flow.
I got to eat nowadays. I can't not.
You hungry?
Hungry. It was past hungry. You know what I mean? I gotta go whether I'm tired, sleepy, sick, whatever the situation is, I gotta keep moving. It's like I still got a son, I still got a stepdaughter, and I still got a wifey to take care of when I get back home. And so the goal now is to do bigger and better things and to never ever get back to where I was. And that's just how I look at it.
Because hard times is hanging on your back pocket. And as soon as you allow it to give it a chance to get back in front of you, it's gonna pop up. And you're gonna be right back where you at. So for all of y'all that's at home that's watching this video, please thumbs up the video, because I'm gonna bring y'all a lot more of the struggle is real. 48 hours, 48 hours, 48 hours, 48 hours on the bus, on Greyhound, uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. On the floor, no heat, no bed, uncomfortable.
You made it work though, man. I got my CD.
And no matter what, at the end of the day, he decided, I'm going to do this. I don't care what it takes. Sleeping in the car, at the Kroger, at the gas station, by himself. And decided, I'm going to get this license and I'm going to make it happen. What's going on, brother?
What's up, brother?
And that's just what it is. That's what the struggle is. So thumbs up the video. It's your boy Sinister. Tell him who you is again.
Denelle.
And hey, what's going on, man? How's everything?
What's up, brother? How you doing? Denelle, Gray Bandit. I'm here on the dark side.
Give them some advice before you go, man. What advice could you tell somebody that's sitting home right now that's like, man, I'm tired of that dead-end job. I ain't making the paper that I want. I want to go in the trucking, but I don't know. We all try to go when situations is perfect. Sometimes you got to make a move when things is not perfect.
You gotta go. I forgot what somebody told me one time, but
you wait till everything is perfect, you're gonna miss your opportunity.
Right, you got ain't no time like right now. Just do it now. Go get it. Go to that DMV. Pick up that book. Study that book, and I mean study it because you use every bit of it. And just man, get it. Get that CDL. Go to the school, man. Go to Swift. Go to Prime. Go to CRA. It don't matter. Just get those L's, and then once you get those L's, you go wherever you want to go. You have that L, and nobody will turn you down. And keep
that license clean.
Yeah, keep it clean, of course. So don't be doing stupid stuff like drinking and driving and
going home after they come off the road and smoke, and then come back and get popped.
Yeah, now you gonna get popped for that. Don't do that. So you know what I mean. Just man, stay hungry, man. Just get your L's. I promise you, you get your L's, it will change your life.
You can move to any state with that license.
Any state, you still
and
have
get
a
a job.
You always have a job, and there's always products to be moved across this country.
And stop smoking. You
yeah,
plan on getting in the trucking? It's time to dead that.
Dead it, yeah.
Dead it.
Dead it, yeah.
I'm talking to you. You know, listen. I'm talking to you because you playing games. You talking about you want a better life, but you sitting there. Put it down. Put it down. Finish it off. Whatever you gonna do. But you can't come in that game like that. Because you're going to knock yourself right out early. You're going to be on that 48 ride, that 48-hour ride, get there, drug test, fail, back on the Greyhound. And you know what? Some places make you have to find your own way home. Yes, that's all I got to say. So you want to live, you want to eat, or you want to starve? Your choice. What you do today creates your tomorrow. If you put in half the grind, you're going to get half the result. You go hard and above, you get the outcome that you really want. That's all I gotta say. But the struggle was real. 48 hours going, 48 hours back, 48 hours going, 48 hours back. On Greyhound. Uncomfortable. The grind is real. Check out the next episode of The Grind is Real. That's gonna be the new series. The Grind is Real.
All right.
Later.